What's up, everybody? It's me. It's Adam S. League Dad, GM of the Copperheads, general, all-around tired person. I haven't had a day off this month. Won't have one until the 13th. And I kind of got to schedule a day off from there. So I'm a little tired. The girls went out today, and I didn't go just so I wouldn't have to have human interaction for a couple of hours. Um, So, this episode is titled The Announcement. And I think it's best to just start right at the top with that. I'm going to tell you what members of my team, members of HO, and one random person already know. At the end of this season, I'm going to be stepping down as GM of the Austin Copperheads. Because everybody on my team is an asshole. No, obviously not. They are, but it's not the reason. I've been working 2 jobs for the last month and change. Been missing out on a lot of stuff, not getting a chance to do as much family stuff as I wanted. Like today, because today is, I would love to be out there, and my daughter's going to a new park that's kind of famous in Vegas, and I really couldn't go because I just had too much interaction, and I needed to decompress because mental health is super important. That's where I'm at in my personal life. That and I haven't been able to write my own personal writing projects for weeks now, and I've been looking for ways to kind of manage my time better. And one of those things is the GM team does take quite a bit of time. I don't mean it's a bad thing, obviously. I thoroughly enjoyed Daisy. Someone came next door. Wasn't it? Get over here. Say hi. You don't have to bark at people coming next door. What? It's okay. They live there. Yes, they do. They're allowed to go to their own home. Yeah. So, I've been able to do my own writing projects. I started the year with a goal that I was going to finish 2 books this year, and I'm barely in the first one. So, I really need to kick it in high gear. The year is 10% over now. So, still trying to find the balance in my schedule. I might add a 3rd job at some point and try to do a whole thing with all of that. But the upshot is there's a lot going on, and so I need to take a step back and do some less time-consuming things. To the point that I don't do any other sim leagues anymore, just this one. I barely played games lately. I mostly just going to work, come home, sleep, spend a little time with my family, and that's it. So yeah, that's where I'm at. And I know it sounds like a somber thing, because that's where my energy level is right now. But it's a good thing, because I knew this was coming, and I started preparing for it, and started really ramping up my training, my replacement, essentially. Replacements. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to step down from this. Joe is going to step into the GM role, where he's going to stay for a couple of seasons, probably. Moody is going to be the co-GM. We've been training him up. And then we're also training up Upper Net to be new co. And Joe steps down in a couple of seasons. And Joe is also working 2 jobs as makes this podcast to tell you, and he's got his own stuff going on. So he's going to stick around for a little continuity, and because he's really determined to stay GM until we win a championship or 2. You know, that's his goal, that's his focus, so that's awesome. I'm very happy that he understands what it is he wants. But for me, I need to do this, so that's what I'm going to do. I don't think I can really effectively GM very well until life balance gets figured out. I don't know how long that's going to take. So here we go. Still going to be part of the team, regardless of what happens. I made a promise to the new and future GMs that I'm going to stay with the Copperheads for Howard's entire career, or until such time as they're both gone as well, I guess. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stick around. I'm still going to be active. I'm probably going to be more active in terms of media content and writing. I've been working on some projects behind the scenes with people that I'm going to keep on going. There are certain things I'm going to keep doing. I'm going to keep being part of this league. I love this league. Just in a different way. Still working on potential changes to our changes, my precious. Working on potential changes. Very emotional right now. No, working on potential changes to fantasy and some other stuff that could be very interesting and lucrative. I'll probably apply to be on the appeals committee. So I'm still going to be around, still going to be doing things. I'm not going to go away or anything. I probably will spend the next season in the war room as well, and then I might step down from that too, so I can just kind of be sort of a regular player for a little bit. Let's say. But with that comes a lot of other things for me personally. I know focus should be on the fact that Austin's going to be GMs and we're going to be training them up, talking to them, kind of explaining our wisdom and why we do what we do, why we do things how we do, so they understand. So that day one they don't get murked by some vulture GM who comes in and wants to trade something horrible and they don't know what they're doing. Because truth be told, my first GMing didn't get any training. It kind of sucks. And I stumbled out of the gate. I don't know what the hell that noise was, but yeah, that was a pretty loud noise, wasn't it? So I definitely don't want that. I want my team to continue, and I don't give a shit who's running it. It'll always be my team. Like I don't care. It will always be my team, no matter who's in charge or who's there or what team I'm on in the future. If I have a player. Whatever happens, the Austin Copperheads will always be my team. And somebody can fight me if they don't want that. Sounds like someone fell down the stairs. Daisy, let it be. You don't have to bark at it. You don't have to bark at it. It's okay. Go lay down. Go take a nap. I'm okay. I'm safe. You don't have to protect me. Okay, then. Take a nap. I see you. I can see you. Take a nap. So I'll be able to work on some stuff. But yeah, we're gonna have lots of cohesion and continuity, and the team's gonna keep right on going. Moody and Ned are both smart dudes, flexible dudes. I'm keeping it. I think they both are going to do a great job as the team rolls out through this teenage with the next several seasons. Continuity and being prepared for a situation like this was always important to us, and we've been preparing since day one to try to have people ready to go and to keep getting them ready to go. So we will see what happens. For me personally, as I was saying, I'm going to be working on more writing projects, things like that. I'm actually bringing back an old column. Right now I'm working on it. For those who might remember the Let's Overreact columns, where I basically just shit on every team for real and imagined reasons and just talk mad shit. I felt, especially lately, that a lot of people have tried to do this style of article and for one reason or another, they've fallen short of my standards. They haven't been that good. They either have been too mean, or too delusional, or generally not funny and entertaining. Whatever it is, there's elements to the mix that they've missed, and so it's time for the king to step back in and show these puppies how it's done. Uh, I'm gonna continue doing the vidcast. Someone had asked me, so yes, I'm gonna continue doing the vidcast. But I'll have a slightly different take on things because I won't be a GM anymore. So, in fact, because I won't be a GM anymore, one of the things you're gonna find, especially if you're a newer player, is something that people who've been around the league know. Something that people who've been around the league for a long time actually know. I've actually been less publicly opinionated about stuff because I'm involved in what's going on behind the scenes, and because I have to essentially present a face because it's part of the job. You know, I'm a part of league management. I have to act accordingly. When that is not the case, I'm going to be a bit more forthcoming with my opinions and a bit more out there in the public with it because I don't have a reason or a need to hold those things back, and I don't have to act within the structure of being part of the mechanism of creating rules and making change. Because if I've got a problem as a GM, I need to take it to GM chat, and I need to, hey, let's work on this because I'm actually part of that mechanism. I'm just a relatively regular player. I don't have that mechanism, and now it can just be an opinion I have. So it's a slight different thing. Yeah, it's a different. It's hard to put it any other way other than saying it's different 6 times. You know? Different roles have different standards, essentially, in my mind. So that's how I behave, and that's how I'm going to behave. But looking forward to seeing what this year brings in general, not just in the league, but in general. We've got recruiting class coming up. We've got all kinds of shit happening. We've got a really exciting season going on. And I've got questions, so I'm going to jump into the questions now. I'm not going to actually jump into them, because I don't have the energy to jump. Okay, here we go. Bex, with the first question. And she's sitting here watching this, probably going like, is he gonna mention it? There's a thing that you guys don't know about that I'll talk about later when it's more appropriate. Intrigue and mystery. Do you untie your shoes when you take them off? No, I don't. It's weird that you caught that, but no, I don't. I keep them tied. When I wear my shoes that require tie. I also have sandals that I wear when it's warm. Whenever I have an excuse, so that I don't have to do it. 5-word summary of season 20 so far. I'm trying to. New Orleans overestimated themselves. Haha. Austin Ultimate's year? Yeah. It's looking good. We'll see. We'll see, but yeah, it's looking good. You know, you can only be so optimistic when it comes to the sim. I've always said that I feel like the best strategy is just got to keep putting yourself in that position and keep doing the best things you can because sim gonna sim. That's what it really is. I'm hoping so. I think this would be a good way. It'd be a great way to go out, of course. Go out on top, but you know, we'll see. If I step down and I've never actually won the Ultimates, but this team keeps going, that's just as much of a success for me. So Thank you for your question. And Saba, with the new "What do you look like?" thread, rank the league's top 3 heads. Joe, Swag, and myself. There you go. Now go back and look at their heads. If Boston wins the Ultimates, what are you going to do for the team? Like, to Disneyland? To Disneyland? Etc. Oh, like in character, what would we do? Ah, get drunk probably. Where the stadium is surrounded by tons of bars. And river. So, do that. Daisy, take a nap. I'm getting tons of pictures of them at the park, which is awesome. So many cool things. Well, you know what I'm going to do if Austin wins. I'm going to leave. Why won't you put the dog in the red box?
He still wants the dog.
I don't know. Why didn't you update your strats for your team you were in charge of? No, you can't have my dog. Which class was better, season 15 or season 18? That's a good question. Season 18 would be better. Even more pictures. Oh, good. I think season 18 was actually better. I think better, deeper. Season 15 fell off a lot. Should I bring back the weird fonts? Oh god, Jesus fucking Christ. Why? I mean, you want to, but why? Oh. I haven't had anything to drink in like 2 weeks. But that question makes me want to drink immediately. Work for me. 5 hours. Saba, your questions exist. Moody, what has been your best Austin moment so far? God, there's been so many good ones. I feel like my best Austin moment, because we keep having moments at the top of the minutes, and we spent our whole time as a team overcoming people who didn't understand what we were doing, or people making terrible assumptions, or an actively, aggressively anti-Austin simmer who refused to fix our logo the correct direction, or all kinds of stuff. Winning Ultimates will be great, but honestly, just seeing this team come together and keep going no matter what's happening. We lost one of our major members with personal issues, and the team just rallied around and supported and kept going. Lots of different things have happened. It's a supportive, wonderful environment. So I'm happy and excited every day and every opportunity it comes up to this team show what kind of character we have as people, as human beings, and as a team. I think those are the best moments. And obviously winning an Ultimates would be at the top, but I think my favorite moment as an Austin moment is going to be when you lead the team to an Ultimates. Yeah, so. But you did say so far, so all that kind of feels like a cop out. I don't know, man. There have been so many good ones. So many good ones. I think my absolute favorite is when I traded the extra pick to get Honda Edmund, and Joe in the chat were like, "You better be worth this." And he said something to the degree of, "You damn right I might be." It was so funny. It's still pinned, I think. I'll just throw that one out and say it's my favorite at the moment. It's funny. Apparently, I'm learning right now that my daughter doesn't like cotton candy. She tried cotton candy for the first time and doesn't like it. My daughter is the weirdest 6-year-old. We had to convince her to try chocolate. Okay. Thank you for your question, Moody. Kyle. There's whispers of expansion wisping in the air. I don't think you can say wisp twice. Like, I understand it has different meanings. Maybe you want to be like floating on the air. Something. You've been pro-expansion in the past, so people want to know what cities in Texas should these new branches be. Also, any other thoughts on the idea of expansion would be cool too. I'm not super pro-expansion right now, but I'm understanding that expansion is probably. Oh, they're just moving in. That's why they're so moving in. Okay. That makes sense. People have been looking at the place next door for a couple weeks. I don't think Texas should have another team. And that's not necessarily a selfishness thing. I want Texas all to myself. No, it's because there's plenty of cities that have to do it. I want to see us spread out the map a little bit. We've got a good chunk of the Midwest, a ton of the Northeast, the South, still a fair amount of the West that can be covered. Canada, like a real Canadian team could be in there. We have a lot of options. I would actually like to see us go to Florida, or New York City, or Ohio, Michigan, somewhere Atlanta, shit like that. Atlanta would be fucking cool. My other thoughts on expansion are that I started kicking people in the ass in GM chat like a season ago to start getting a plan just in case. I've been continually pushing on that. So I'm hoping we are ready because we need readiness more than anything else. We need readiness. That's what I would like to see happen. In terms of that, I mean, prospective GMs should start being like quietly talked to. Hey, would you be interested in this? Would you be interested in this? I wouldn't want to expand PSL. We have to. It's something to be considered. All these are me just popping things off, but you know what's going to happen when someone actually takes the conversation to its next levels, because it's easy to just say idea and then just leave it out in the ether and not have to do anything with it. Somebody's got to go through and find all the details and answer all the questions, figure out the hypothetical paths that you might go down for those ideas, which is why we pay Joe, and to a degree why we pay GM, and why we have all these structures, and why we have an entire rookie mentor team that can help with those aspects, and why we have all these different things, why we have so many people doing so many jobs, so that when big things come up like this, we take pieces of it and say, can you work on this, can you work on this, can you work on this, and figure out a whole picture. So, apply for jobs. You want to help expansion? Apply for jobs. Have our jobs nice and rolling so that all the different things that come with it can be just moving steadily. Okay? You and Scorp, after a reverse spelling bee, I'm actually an excellent speller, I'm just a terrible typist. But you get eliminated for spelling the word right, who would be the champion? Scorp. I've actually won a couple of spelling bees. The Austin defense is young and already one of the best in the league. They've literally given up the least amount of points. It deserves a nickname. Any ideas? By the way, we've given up the least amount of points despite having the toughest schedule in the league. You can look that up. You can ask that question, whether or not we really did, and you'll find we did. Boom. Um, I mean, our last two games are arguably two of our easiest. We've had the toughest schedule in the league. Played Yellowknife on the road. Like, um, you could just flat out argue we have the best. You could. As for nickname, I don't know. I think that's something we would have to go over in the chat in the locker room. But if I had to come up with one off the top of my head, the Austin Stopperheads. It's so horrible. It's so bad. I'm gonna go get some more tea. Austin Stopperheads. What do you think? So it's such a dad joke for me. No, yeah, I can't think of anything else. I'm gonna go with the Stopperheads. That's gonna be my answer. Yes, old man noises when I sit down. All right, Kyle. Thank you for your questions. Appreciate you. If that actually becomes the nickname, I'm gonna cringe a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Jaspers, Takeda Okura. The Copperheads have a good shot at winning the Ultimates this year. I think we do. I think we have a decent shot at getting home field in our side of the playoffs. And who knows what's going to happen on the other side. I think we have a good chance to get there, and that's what you need to do. You need to get there, and then game plan, and take your best shot at it. So yeah, fingers crossed. We'll see. We've been building towards this. So, but even if we don't get to the Ultimates, or if we get to the Ultimates and we don't win, that's not the end of this story. That's just this chapter. We just keep rolling. And I know it's hard to think about that after the fact. So I want to bring it up now. Even if we lose, it doesn't matter. We have still won. We've still exceeded everyone's expectations and every single season. So we keep going. That's what we do. We just keep moving forward. So even if we do get there and lose, we keep moving forward. We're going to get our shots. We're going to keep making our shots. But if we get there and win, hey. Who has been the most important player on the team may not be getting as much recognition as they deserve? A couple of months ago, I probably would have said Moody, because I don't think people realize how involved he was in the heart of the team. He had stepped in the war room, and we're talking about making him a future GM. But obviously, he has a future GM now, so you can't really say people may not get as much recognition. I think SD Core. He was our second pick ever, and he's been there since day one. He's been always a big part of the team. I think he's not a huge personality like a lot of people, as you know. So I think maybe he goes under the radar a little bit. Kind of snuck up on people as being in the top tier of wide receivers as a player too. I just realized it now. So I think he'd be a good answer. We have lots of people that maybe don't get as much notice. I mean, we have an active kicker who pops into the locker room. You're pretty quiet most of the time, but when you pop in, you pop in. You know, we got a locker room that builds and works that way. And Dermot probably doesn't get as much recognition as he really deserves. He's been in the war room. He's been helping. He helps with scouting. He helps with drafting. He helps with testing at times. He provides an alternate opinion. Most of the time, Dermot's theories don't match mine, and some of the time he's right. We have to change to do more the way he thinks. And some of the times I don't think he's right. It's important to always have that voice who's got the other side, so you don't turn into an echo chamber. So having Dermot there doing that pretty consistently allows me to look at another view compared to the one I'm seeing. I'm pretty good at seeing other views, but I'm not perfect. So I think, yeah, Dermot's probably a pretty good answer for this, because he's been just extremely valuable. And in fact, when we were in transition to figuring out our GM path going forward, when our previous plan wasn't going to work, and other stuff was going on, and at one point I had talked to Dermot, and there was a tentative plan that in case of emergency, he would step in for a season as co-GM while someone was trained. So, there you go. Thank you for your questions, bro. Thank you for saying your questions a second time in a second post. I'm just going to answer them the one time now. Why did this send twice? I don't know. I like that was a third post and that you asked it as a question. Why did this send twice? I don't fucking know. Technology escapes me sometimes. Let's see if any other additional questions popped up. Nope, nobody. Alright, so that's the questions, I guess. Well, let me see what's going on here. Nope. Sorry, just checking up on scouting. You guys are working hard. I haven't been able to do as much as part of what's been going on. When I pulled Ned and Movie aside and was like, here's what's up, here's what I think the plans would be, they immediately got to work on scouting, which I haven't been able to do. I usually pride myself on scouting pretty heavily and early and effectively. I think you'll find if you look back over the last 5-6 seasons, over teams who've had hits and misses, that we have fewer misses than most teams, and a lot of hits. So I think a big part of that is the way we go about our business, and to see these guys immediately jump on that and just go at it has been incredibly rewarding. Very, very happy about that. Can't believe my daughter doesn't like cotton candy. That's hilarious. I don't want to go too into depth to certain thoughts of what's going on in the season, since I've got articles coming. And then I have one other topic that I'd like to talk about, but it's too early. That's a post-season thing. Yes, that topic, for those of you who are unsure, yes, I'm going to talk about it later. Because that shouldn't be a surprise to anyone. So I guess I'm gonna cut this short at about a half hour. Feels like it could be longer. I guess I could just bullshit and just, talk about all the league. Look how great their league is doing. We got 4, 7, and 14. That's crazy. That's some crazy shit. We've got a season 22 draft class that's already like nuts. I don't know if y'all have looked at this. Literally just the deadline people have been crazy. We've got like 6 or 7 former and current GMs. It's a little nuts. Wait, what? Who? Oh, that guy's a recreate. You've got just the people who signed up for season 22 who are going to go in after trade deadline, which I think was last night. So you've got T.O., Gucci, Madge. You've got Radham, Vander Jones, Drunken Teddy. Like these are the guy just created a little bit ago. Bauer Anthony is a recreate. You got a bunch of recreates in there, plus a couple of new people, and we haven't even started yet. We have like a round worth of players who are probably gonna stick, and we haven't even started yet. This is probably gonna get nuts. So I want to go back to the accept jobs, apply for jobs, try to get jobs. We can use people everywhere. Maybe I shouldn't be telling people to apply for more jobs. I have too many jobs. I don't have enough jobs. I feel like I want to take a nap. And I've had like 9 hours of sleep, 9.5 hours of sleep, and I still feel like I want to take a nap. It's not like I haven't been getting enough sleep. I'm just physically tired from going back and forth and being old. Yeah. So yeah, season 22 is already getting crazy. Like, shit's gonna get crazy, guys. Season 15, a lot of people will remember, like, oh my god, it went nuts. But yeah, this looks like it could be more so. Because we had a very sizable class for season 21 to start with. And then we have season 22 possibly right on the back of it. To the point that I think they're even thinking about delaying it a little bit, but I don't think that's going to happen. Because you kind of can. There's only timing wise, it's going to be the best time to do it, right? Season 22. So, granted, that won't be my decision. So be ready. Lots of stuff's going to come up. Lots of opportunities. If you're thinking you want to be a GM, you might want to contact your local HO representative and start asking questions. You're welcome, HO. You get flooded with questions now. In fact, just ask all your questions directly to HO. Tell them I sent you. It'll be my parting gift. Just any question you have about any job in the league, directly to HO. And mix it up. Throw all the names into a randomizer, and just ask them everything. Just the whole time. Spare Big Red, he just joined. Take him out of the randomizer and just do everybody else that's still in HO. And just ask them every question you can think about, every job you need. Please don't actually do that. I mean, please don't actually do that. That would be rough. But you can learn about stuff. You can find out who the job heads are. We could actually probably have that more prominently posted somewhere. I'm going to actually suggest that. If you have any interest at all in possibly doing a job and getting paid for it, find out what goes into it. See if you can intern a little bit. Yeah. Because we're going to need it. Shit's going to get cray-cray. Should I end on shit's going to get cray-cray? Oh yeah, I told you to take a nap. You're sleeping. Where's the cat? No, I have no advisors whatsoever. Yeah. That about covers it. So, to recap, I'm stepping down at the end of the season. Going to be a relatively regular member going forward for probably a while. So I have no idea what 2023 has in store for me, other than I want to write a lot. I haven't been, and I want to achieve my goals. I haven't even hit the gym in a couple of weeks, so as a lot of you guys know, I started the year on fire. I hit the gym like every day for weeks and weeks, and I was doing great. And then, the reality just kind of smacked me in the face, and I started working multiple doubles a week and not really having days off. Yeah, I think I may have said earlier, I get a day off on the 13th, and that'll be my first day off in February. And then I'm gonna have to basically start manufacturing my schedule to sneak in days off for shit. And even though on my day off I gotta go down and do something related to my job, so that I can have more responsibility at work because they like me. Um, Although I did forget to put on gloves when I spray painted, so I don't know how well you can see that I've got like crimson all over my thumb and fingers, and it looks weird. Yay, spray paint! Alright, I feel like I'm babbling now, so I'm just going to let this go. If you guys have any additional questions for me about what's going on or what my plans are or anything like that, just feel free to ask. I'm around. I'll eventually answer them. I might even be able to get back into werewolf at some point, but right now my schedule hasn't permitted that either. So, herbita. Join the Cards Against Humanity server. Ask me for the link. I'm always wanting to play games, and we got a small but dedicated following so far that we'd like to grow. So yeah, the vote. No, there's only one vote that matters in the NSFL, and that's at the end of the season. And I'm going to talk about that later. So let's not talk about that now. Let's talk about me not having to look at this fucking Orange County banner anymore. That'd be nice. Be exciting. Okay? I should look at this banner. Set as desktop image. No, God, Jesus, why? I can't do that. Well, I guess I better put a new banner up there. Y'all have a good one. Stay frosty. And, I don't know. Get plenty of sleep.